In a recent video on Attorney General William Barr, I explained that as a result of Neptune pressure in his chart, he was likely to find June and July as well as November and December of 2020 quite difficult. He started this month of June participating in the infamous Bible Walk, as well as the orchestration of police violence perpetrated on protesters near the White House. This led to a lot of criticism and rebuke, and now he ends the month with former Deputy Attorney General and colleague of Barr's, Donald Ayer, testifying in Congress and saying this.
I was privileged to serve in the Department of Justice under 2 Republican and 1 Democratic president, and I am here because I believe that William Barr poses the greatest threat in my lifetime to our rule of law and to public trust in it. That is because he does not believe in its core principle that no person is above the law. Instead, since taking office, he has worked to advance his lifelong conviction that the president should hold virtually autocratic powers. That includes immunity from nearly all checks and balances and being able to accord special treatment to himself and his friends. The system that Barr is working to tear down was put in place in the aftermath of the Watergate scandals, which involved extensive government corruption and caused a widespread loss of trust.
Ayer went on to explain in detail why Barr is a menace that must be stopped at all costs. Without a birth time, we have limited information to work with. However, the Saturn station in late Leo would have to be a dominant feature in Ayer's chart, and you can see that it squares Barr's sun. Not by sign, but closely by degrees, which will definitely still display the stress of a square. This brings in the familiar censoring, rebuking, rejecting energy of Saturn. Notice that this Saturn in super late Leo also finds itself in the same degrees as Trump's ascendant, meaning he almost certainly objects to Trump as well, perhaps even more so. Saturn being squared to Mercury tells us the discipline that Saturn applies works its way into Ayer's thinking, his way of reasoning about the world, and this square locks into Barr's Sun-Jupiter square. So Ayer is probably outraged by Barr's self-entitlement and arrogance. Notice also that Ayer's Saturn is stationary and will therefore carry extra weight and power. I think we can safely say Barr is getting the hard time he deserves, and we can only hope and pray that the pressure continues. Democrats in Congress are threatening to impeach him, but realistically this isn't going to happen because we are so near an election, even though Barr would richly deserve it.